Good evening, everybody. I hope you're doing well this evening. It's easy to get caught up in the madness that is everything that's happening right now. So I thought it would be nice to take a moment to step back and read a story from my book, The Return of Ulysses. Now, what I like about this story and why I think now is a great time to hear it is that this is, for one thing, it's the sixth story in the book. It's called Picnic. And a lot of it is about nature, because there's a lot to nature. There's the green grass, the blue sky, and there's so much that's beautiful about it that really I think we tend to take for granted. And at a time like this, when we're all sort of trapped at home, we tend to miss out on a lot of it. I thought this would be a nice way for us to rekindle that sense of nature, beauty, the optimism associated with it. But I digress. Without further ado, this is the sixth story from The Return of Ulysses, and it's called Picnic. A horse could be heard in the distance as they unrolled their white and red tiled blanket. The bright sun beat down on their skin with a certain thickness, much to the envy of the grass beneath them and the blanket, which softly touched down on the garden of green, spreading its wings like a widespread seagull, hung motionless upon the air. With a careful grace, they set a rather large basket down in a corner, housing treats and the mouth-watering fruits of all life's labors. All said and done, they allowed themselves to lose all feeling and collapse into a similar state. Above them, the sky beamed a bright, high shade of blue, with only the silvery shine of the clouds obscuring the infinitely abounding color. Every now and again, an aircraft would be seen tailed by a stream of white gaseous matter, but any sound it made would be a universe away from their reality. Some clouds were either so small or so thin that they appeared almost transparent, a wistful stain on the great blue blanket that kept the earth nice and warm. The grass around them danced in meticulous unison with the wind, which wafted through every blade with a grace only Mother Nature could deliver with such elegance. The only other notable beauteous movement in the scene was found in a nearby canal, where at this moment a serenading soul drifted down the bed. The grass's dance seemed to flow as seamlessly to the soulful rhythms as the soul itself glided with seldom a piercing ripple. Then the tint did increase, whilst the grass beside them descended into darkness. From behind a cloud the sun peeked down on the fray, causing the grass to shine as if nature were a shoe shiner, and the land a pristine shoe. A soft breeze accompanied the frail old sun, bringing with it... excuse me. A soft breeze accompanied the frail old sun, bringing with it an aura of coolness and contentedness, tempered conditions complementing the compelling landscape. Never again would the grass be so green, the sky so blue, life so well illuminated, save perhaps for in some street art. The water, too, seemed to have a striking rhythm to it, however slight. Its dance was less an upright waltz than, fittingly, some simple waves. Their suave swifts were as lush and sublime as Victorian dresses, rotating at fine speeds that would highlight their glowing elegance. Any boat piercing the smooth seas would be met with hardly a wisp of roughness, for the bow would nearly part the waves as a curtain would a stage, unveiling a new set of silky smooth patterns and rhythms for the water to groove to. They tried to sit up, but why? When the weather was as blissful as it was then, there was no point. The wind cushioned their heads fall as a cloud-like pillow, allowing them to gently return to their peacefully restful state. They took deep breaths, allowing the flowery air to envelop their lungs with feelings of high-grade gaiety, then exhaled equally deeply. Their smiles widened. They were happier than they had been in an excruciatingly long time. The fields never looked so wide, so bountiful. Even they couldn't be real. Every now and again they would try to blink it all out, or perhaps pinch themselves in order to ensure they weren't dreaming. They retrieved some strawberries from their basket, took small nibbles, and felt the combined flavor of flower strawberry fields, unending and merely growing exponentially more transparent in the distance. To this, as would be the happiest of feelings imaginable, there would be no end in sight. I hope you liked that story, and I also hope that you all stay safe, stay healthy, physically and mentally, during this very trying time. Thank you very much for joining me. Good night.